It was actually really funny. I saw this today, and it came out. They actually sponsored me to watch the trailer, believe it or not. And so, huge W for Blood Message. Everybody has complained about my reacts. Everybody said, oh, the reacts are bad or whatever. Well, guess what? I'm getting sponsored to fucking react. That's the world that we're living in right now, boys. That's it. I'm so glad. I'll link you guys the tweets so you guys can follow them. And it's another, I think it's a Chinese studio that's making this game. It's by NetEase. There you go. So we'll watch it and take a look at material support. What can I say? It happens again. So anyway, this is another studio, and this is what's been happening. And I think really, hopefully they won't get mad at me for saying this. I'm just going to say it. But hopefully, ever since really Black Myth Wukong was the proof positive that a Eastern studio could make a video game and have it sell in a Western audience, hit a AAA audience, and make literally hundreds of millions of dollars. You have the proof. And so now that the proof has been made, you're seeing a lot of these studios. And I made a tweet about this. I was like, this is really, it's about the fact that you have Unreal 5 engine, which vastly makes it easier to access content and access making games. And number two, you already had a previous success. And so you're seeing a tremendous amount of money that's being invested now because they know that they can do it. And guess what? A lot of these games, the stuff that I complain about in Western games, look at the amount of people that like this. 53,000 people. Holy shit. It can be done? Yes. Well, it has been done. You can see it's China, because they're, little fun fact, China is the first country that had, I think, these little coins here. There's a circle in the middle. Yep.
大唐还在的时候，丝路上的灯火从西域一直亮到长安。 能点亮天上的星河。
大唐离我们太远了，神佛还会庇佑河西吗？
I've been a very big fan of this too, because I think that it's good that we have a cultural exchange. I think that there's like a degree of understanding that happens between different cultures when you're able to look at things like Wukong, or like people in China are able to play games like, what do you call it? God of War. Right? Like, that's a cultural exchange soft power that creates a mutual understanding. Big fan of it.
我是认真决定的，我还是想再试一次。今日，我们所流的血，是为了把大唐带回来。哦。 我们必须在破城之前把安宁带出来。
And you can see the graphics in this. Like, this is really good.
带出来。
Holy fuck. It goes hard, yeah. So I think that we're gonna be looking at getting like this style for this. It seems like it's more like the old school, maybe Assassin's Creed, or like maybe a little bit of Prince of Persia style too. Like, not, I mean, obviously this is in China, but like the style of gameplay. It's like King of Combo Runs too. Yeah.
Anya, 等着我。阿娘，阿娘，
阿爷，我将追随沙洲一举。
I hope this is China's Ghost of Tsushima. I do like that. That's my best case scenario with a game like this. Is that I feel like there's such a huge audience for that, and it's just waiting. It's literally just waiting. That'd be cool. Yeah, and it's real history too. And like, you know, I remember like my mom always let me play Age of Empires, because it was real history. Even though, like, people were getting killed and I was 7 years old, she didn't care. She was like, oh yeah, he's learning about history, it's fine.
Yeah. 阿
成败。
Yeah, that looks good. I mean, shit. Like, yeah. Hope it's not boring. I don't think that it really will be. I mean, I feel like this one is going to be much more narrative driven. Like, there's actually like kind of a story that's going along with it. It's not going to be like as much like super. It'll probably have obviously have gameplay, right? But like, it seems like they're really trying to tell a story with this too. Like narrative, yeah. That's a real location.
输赢成败，
That's what I was saying
皆如
again.
沙上之塔，风来即散，为众生之苦，长漫于天地之间。
回家吧，这些毫无意义。
With a lot of these, I kind of wonder if they're going to go with like full realism or if they're going to have like some fantasy stuff with like maybe like demons or something like that in like Chinese mythology. Like if it's going to be like completely grounded or a bit of a mix, half and half. I feel like they're probably going to have it be completely grounded. It's what it seems like it is to me.
天命所归，我才是大唐。 到头来，除了死更多人，什么都不会改变。
没有我的帮助，你走不出这片沙漠。
Keep in mind, this is the first trailer too, and if the character models already look that good, I feel like it's probably going to just keep improving. Because I feel like a lot of Unreal games have like a lot of Unreal games have kind of gotten past that uncanny valley. Because at the very beginning of Unreal 5, I feel like a lot of characters, unless it was like a hyper polished game, were in that uncanny valley. China suddenly make Assassin's Creed. You realize Tencent now owns part of the IP of Assassin's Creed, right? Like they literally do. Ubisoft had to sell it. Or not sell it, but like get them into it. Aniu! Soa! Aniu!
如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来。
阿娘，等着我。
时对心时，每个人都做好了有去无回的打算。
China's God of War, basically. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I don't know. We're so back. Well, I think it's insane because, like, the fact is that, like, now you've engaged effectively another literally billion-person market inside of making AAA video games in that culture. I don't think people realize how big that's going to be. And it, like, we're already seeing it now. And I think also it gives people a choice, too. So you don't have to play Concord again, you know? It was great, Netties. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, so there it is. And for a fraction of the price? Yeah, they said they made Black Myth Wukong for like, was it like a $50-70 million, something like that. Like, yeah, I mean, this shit looks really good. And like, I'm hoping that like, we're going to see probably more of these games and like more of the content come out. But you can see, obviously, the trailer got released and it has over 1 million views already, right? And so like, again, I think that's a lot. That's really, really good, especially for like something like this. And apparently, because they sent me some information about it, this is apparently the studio that's making this game has never made a video game before. Straight up. They've never done this. And they came out with this trailer. I mean, obviously it's being produced, you know, or published by NetEase, right? And so, yeah, they just put it out. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah. Same like Wukong. I think that Game Science had made a handful of games, but there was nothing that was like really, really big that they had made. But like, yeah, this is it too. Vibe coded it? Well, I don't know yet, right? I mean, we'll have to find out. And feel bad for protagonists. Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, God of War together. Dear Lord, how does this come out? Didn't make Summer Games Fest with the console showcase. It's so incredible. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that, and like for a long time, like distribution and publication of these types of games, I think was kind of locked behind different gatekeepers. Like for example, Summer Games Fest, and before that E3, and before that certain type of publications like, you know, Game Informer, etc., IGN. But now, like, all these people really need to do is just straight up tweet out a trailer of their own game, and people can publish it and talk about it as much as they want. And I think that's another real big reason why you're seeing so many of these video games coming out now, is that they don't have to go through all of the vestigial channels that used to exist with video game publishing and marketing a video game to an audience. And so you've seen, like, recently in this year, obviously there was Black Myth Wukong, there was Tides of Annihilation, there's this one, Blood Message, and I think there's one more game, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. So all of these games are coming out, and they have like basically AAA quality graphics and gameplay. It's insane. And so I can only imagine that next year it's probably going to be even more extreme. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they said when is it coming out? Let me see when it's coming out. They said, narrative-driven linear action single-player game. Yeah, so there's not any sort of like multiplayer aspects to it or any other kind of bullshit. It seems like this is basically a story-based narrative game. And so, you know, like, no ETA yet? Yeah, they don't have one at all. But that's pretty much where they're at. Not just graphics, Chinese settings and myths are criminally underutilized in the West. Well, I think so too. And that's been a huge factor, right? A massive factor. And I think also it's something that a lot of people would appreciate too. Because, like, I mean, I like the Norse mythology, and I like all that. It's not like I don't like it, but at the same time, we just see that all of the time, right? You see these same things get repeated over and over. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm really glad to see some other studios doing that, right? And we saw even, as an example, there was even an Indian studio that was coming out with the game too. So India's trying to follow suit as well. And I think that this democratization of gaming with games like this is why I support it, right? I mean, I very rarely take any, you know, like really sponsorships or promotion for things. And I do really support this. I think this is a great thing. And I feel like this also is something that I think that there is a genuine, like, positive impact that this has for people. Like, I think that Wukong had that. I think that, like, God of War had that. I think a lot of games had that. It's real diversity. Yeah, exactly, right? And so, yeah, wake up for Western studios. I think so too, and that's one of the reasons why I'm like glad to see it. And people are Just Stranding 2 yet? No, not yet. And yeah, so Vikings oversaturated? Yeah, I think so. And let me go back and I'll see if there's any more of this about it. But Borderlands 4 on X. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll look at their thing over here and at least their website and all that, and I'll go through it. Let me see if I can find it here. Where the fuck did it go? And I'm getting a little bit confused. There it is. Okay, Vikings are awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think so too, but there's other stuff that's good too. And I think that's the other big factor as well. And you can play Death Stranding before the sequel. We'll see what happens, okay? How about that? And let's see what this is. So this is the... Oh, wow. Damn. Okay. So I can pull it up. How do I scroll down? Oh, shit. I'm trying to figure out how to use it. And give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that I can really show here either. But 100 tab Andy, yeah, a little bit. Well, it says I can scroll, but I don't know if it's letting me. Oh no, I can. Oh, never mind. So I was scrolling. So this actually shows the characters. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm controlling this myself, by the way. Let me see if I can, yeah. Like this GTA website. I've never seen this before. Music's loud? Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit more. That's intense, yeah. And so they have a bunch of, goddamn. So they have like the entire thing for the game and everything here. Spirit of the Great Tang. Video game websites are so good, then look at the governments. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this kind of stuff is what a lot of people have been looking for. And so like Father and Son, like God of War, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like I'm sure a lot of these people have played all those old video games, right? And so there's clearly going to be a lot of, inspiration from that. I don't think you can really tell like what the gameplay is going to be like until you really kind of get an idea of what's going to happen inside of the, you actually see the gameplay itself, right? I mean, like what game is it going to be like? You're going to have to wait and see the game itself. Tang Dynasty of China? Yeah, it was like 800 or 1200, right? If I remember right. I could be wrong. Something like that. And it looks linear? Yeah, it is. And 800, that's what I thought, yeah. And so, it looked like the gameplay just a second ago. Well, it's hard to say like which part of it was gameplay and which one wasn't. But the odds are they'll probably release a gameplay trailer like afterwards. And I think that, like, with a lot of Unreal games, like, a lot of their gameplay is pretty much decent. Oh, they have, like, more pictures of it, too. Yeah, I can go through this, too. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of this, I think, looks great. Cinematic gameplay? Yeah, I think there's that, too. And I feel like if a story is told in a good way, the gameplay doesn't really matter as much. But it's definitely, like, a sliding scale one way or another. And somebody said that, I don't really know if this is true or not. It's kind of hard, really, for me to say. But it looks like a lot of these places are actually places in China. And so, like, there's very clearly, again, the attempt at the cultural exchange. I think they're going for Uncharted style of gameplay. 3 Kingdoms. I wonder how that would turn out if they make it now. Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the more of these games that come out and they hit... And here's the other thing. I'm going to be honest. Like, for a lot of Chinese gamers, it seems like they really show up to support their games. Like, they are massively patriotic in a huge way. Like, even, and even not even with this, but like with Stellar Blade, right? Like, a lot of the audience of Stellar Blade is from China as well. So you saw that with Black Myth Wukong, and I think that, again, this... I think that, I mean, this is a little bit selfish, right? But, like, it does weaken the, what I believe to be, kind of stranglehold that, like, Western culture has over gaming. That I feel like has turned into rot. And so that's it. Let's see here. As Paul Tassi. Yeah, I saw that. Star Blade's Korean? I know that. That's why I said even with. That was my whole point. But yeah, I can link you guys the website and everything like that too. And so yeah, there you go. I know Star Blade's Korean? I do. But what I'm saying is that the game in that case is still supported massively. And I think also, like, in what my point with saying that is, it's that if you know that you can make this type of a game and cater to a completely different audience and still have a massively successful game, you get a tremendous diversity of games. And you get an actual diversity of games rather than the slop diversity of games. It was like you can either play Assassin's Creed Shadows or... Dragon Age the Veilguard or something like that. So, yeah. Could you link their Twitter? Yeah, sure. I can do that. But, yeah, I mean, huge shout out to them for, like, sponsoring me. I mean, obviously, I do really try to support anybody who sponsors the stream at all. Because there's been a lot of, like, drama and, like, bullshit over the years. So, any studio or any people that are trying to, like, really, help me out and, see the value in my community... I want to do as much as I can to, like, really kind of put them out there and say thank you, right? And so that's it. Thanks, Netties. Yeah, I mean, it's a single-player game, like, that's it. and I'm really excited to see it. I'll talk about it a little bit more, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Can Link and Kick too? Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Yeah, there you go. And I can get that in there. That way everybody can see it. But yeah, it should be better. Let me go back and double check. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. And game's not on my radar? Yeah, for sure. China's making gaming great again. I feel like it's going to happen even more. And so yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff that they have right now. I mean, they don't have really anything else. But yeah, it looks very, very good. The only thing I worry about with these Unreal 5 games is optimization. Yeah, optimization has definitely been a pretty big weakness, but I think that they've also gotten better at it. Like, for example, like Unreal 4, like 5.4 or 5.3, and also I think Unreal 5.6, the recent one that's come out, the new update, it's been a priority focus on creating that optimization and making sure that the games run better. And so I think it's a matter of, like, again, a lot of the Unreal games that come out that aren't well optimized, and also, by the way, like Monster Hunter isn't optimized either, and that's not even made with Unreal. So I don't think this is really an intrinsic problem with Unreal. The game would be linear corridor, like Expedition 33 might be fine, most likely. Well, I'm not sure about, like, completely linear, but I guess we'll have to wait and find out. So, yeah. The Altars was a good game, too. Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have a lot more of them. Monster Hunter Wilds has gone mostly negative on Steam. Yeah, I think so. Look at Wukong. That looked fine, even without the highest PCs. Exactly. And so, like, I feel like the more that, you know, you have games like this come out, you know, they're going to get better at doing it. I mean, obviously. And so, like, bad optimization is going to be just simply developer laziness more than anything else. So, yeah, there it is. And it seems like, again, like, the amount of positivity and, like, the, you know, support is, like, huge. Yeah, and so there it is. And you can see, obviously, like, even all the comments and everybody like that is very positive. So, that's it. And the game feels like a cinematic movie. Yeah, no doubt. I'll link you guys the video, too. I mean, it's an IGN video. I can just link you guys their website or their Twitter or something like that. But then we will look at the other game, too. And play a little bit of Chrono Odyssey as well. Good luck running Chrono Odyssey. Yeah, I know. But yeah, huge shout out to Blood Message for sponsoring, you know, coming out by NetEase. They don't have a, you know, a development timeline yet. But, you know, hopefully it's going to be soon. And huge W's for them. I very much appreciate it. Absolutely.